What up? Good morning. Top of the top. What's good? How y'all doing? I see y'all here already. What's up? Another Monday morning. Money day. Danielle Walker, good morning. How you feeling? ABG, BK all day. What's up, bro? Latasha Jordan. Yup, it's May. The year is going fast. It's moving. What up, Juice? What up, Juicy? The Dot. What's up? Good morning, Miss Lay Jones. We back again. What can I say? Kenya Range, what's up? Randy Nichols, what's good? Kim Thompson. Oh, man. I ain't know it said 10:15, bro, but hey, you should already know what time I'm coming on. It was a good weekend. It was a very, very good weekend, but it went too fast. So, I was supposed to get back to some people. I didn't get a chance to get back because I was busy. And I still didn't get a lot of stuff done I was trying to get done, but that's how it go. But I had a good weekend, though. I just ain't feel like getting up this morning. Even though I was sleeping good, I did not feel like getting up. But we back at it again. It's like we in a big dream. But it's all good. We here and we lit. So y'all got to pardon me. I was supposed to come on this weekend. I was, but once again, I got thrown off with other things. So I got to make up for it on today's show. And if you didn't hear episode 162, the episode I did on Friday, a lot of people liked that episode. I liked it myself. I ain't gonna lie, I went in. I gotta pat myself on the back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be arrogant, but it was funny though. But what's good with y'all? What's up? What's up? It's been a long weekend, like I said, man. I still ain't get everything done I had to do, but that's how it is when you're on the grind. And today is money day. So you should already know what you need to do. Wake your ass up, get up. If you ain't got no money, at least think about some money today. John Shaft, what's up? Man, I'm not going to hold y'all too long. We're going to get busy. Without further ado, it's the Funnel Fame Live episode 163. And I'm going to be talking about a couple of topics that all relate to what's going on right now, like I do. But anyway, Young Thug says that broke men shouldn't be able to nut. He said they should not be allowed to have kids. We're going to get into that topic. I know a lot of people going to disagree. A lot of people going to feel a certain way about Young Thug. But the question is, we're going to try to look into is what he's saying right? Is it wrong? Or what? We're going to look into that. We're going to dive into that topic. Young Thug says God needs to set some new rules. Wow. I'm also going to be talking about Tahiri versus Joe Budden. Joe Budden versus Tahiri. And basically, Joe Budden has been trending over some things he said towards the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation. And people feel like Joe Budden should not be talking but because he commits violence against women, allegedly. And Tahiri popped out, and she has something to say. She could be clout chasing because her career is not the same, or she could just be voicing how she truly feels. We're going to get into that. It's nasty, too. It's very nasty. Also, we already know the baby, he been wilding out. He's been charged with felony battery assault from an old case, but the difference in this case, he is being charged by the LA prosecutors. So, once again, LA County is trying to lock up celebrities, and these might be the charges that stick on the baby. He beat that shooting in North Carolina, but he might not beat this assault attack in Los Angeles. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into a few other things, like how a 29-year-old man gave HIV to a 15-year-old boy. A disgusting topic, but we got to talk about it, because that's what I do. That's what we do. We keep it 100. We got to talk about certain things that nobody else want to talk about. So, I got to talk about it. And I'm just going to tell mothers and fathers, you got to watch out, watch your sons. You got to watch your sons and check on your sons just like you do your daughters. Because this is going to be a topic that's going to touch on a predatory behavior of a 29-year-old that gave a 15-year-old boy HIV. It's not funny at all. Also, I'm going to be talking about how they say that Joe Biden, his rating of approval is going down 30%. No, it's went up 30%. Also, inflation, his approval rating went up 28%. Also, this man Moneybag Joe is, as you should know by now, he's offering to give Ukraine another $33 billion for C-19 programs. I don't know if y'all saw that meeting they had. For those that don't know, if you know your history, you study. May 1st is the Illuminati's birthday. And yesterday, they had a very big dinner like they do. I think it's called the White House Correspondents, where they all come together with black and white suits. Allegedly. But you can look up the Illuminati birthday for yourself, and you'll see the date. Also, Pete Davidson, the one that's dealing with Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's baby mother. They say this man has Kanye West's children tattooed on his neck, tattooed on his body. I never heard of a man get another man's kids tatted on him. We're going to talk about that. I got a few other things to talk about. So we got to get started. Without further ado, it's the Fun of Fame Live episode 163. Let's go. Man. Here we go. Once again, it's money day. Now, Young Thug made a statement on a gram the other day, and he's been going viral of what he said, starting a lot of debates, a lot of controversy. Quote unquote, this is what Young Thug said. Young Thug said God needs to set some rules. We need new rules. We need a new oath. He said, if you are dead broke, if you a broke ass nigga, you should not be able to nut because you bringing poor kids into the world. Fuck nigga. You making niggas rob and steal because you running around with no type of career, no nothing. Having kids, now your kids growing up looking at Thug and his game. What y'all think about that? What's popping, Wax Dog? What's popping? What's popping, homie? What y'all think about that? Does Young Thug have any merit to what he's saying? I got to be fair. I got to be solid. We know Young Thug has been seen wearing dresses, all type of stuff. Young Thug does have 6 children, and I know, in my opinion, Young Thug knew what he was doing wearing those dresses. Young Thug was selling out. He was selling out. That's why he was doing all those shenanigans to get where he at now. Some people feel like, even Lil Nas X, some people feel like he was faking to be gay to get to where he at. Whether they faking to be gay or they're gay or bisexual, who cares? The point is, Young Thug, he says, guards need to set some new rules. We need to have new rules. He said it should be a new oath. He said, if you are dead broke, if you a broke ass nigga, you should not be able to nut. He basically said, if you a broke nigga, you shouldn't be out here making kids because your kids growing up to be criminals. Wow. J-Town, what's up? ASL Auto, Black Barbie. Now, we got to look at this. Now, we know Young Thug talk crazy. He looked like he been gaining weight. I don't know if he been getting high like he used to, but disclaimer, right? He does have some points. He does have a point. He got a point in this. The whole point is, and as men, we all know about this thing he talking about. We know. Now, if you know for a fact you dead broke and you ain't got nothing, I'm talking about you ain't got nothing and you know you ain't got nothing, you should not be trying to get no woman pregnant. But we got to talk about that because what? We know a lot of dudes get females pregnant just to lock them down. We know it's men that get women pregnant just to keep them in their life. So you ain't going nowhere. We know some men get women pregnant because they don't have nothing else. Nothing. But at least they can say they got a kid. We also know about, as men, we know about, having kids. You might have some money. I could say this. I got children. You dig? We know sometimes what? Kids come unexpectedly. We know that. We also know, you can have your life in order and have kids, but then you realize after you have these children that you didn't have enough money like you thought you had. Because now you have multiple people to take care of. But this is about the dudes that know for a fact they dead broke. The key word he says, you don't got no career, you ain't got no job, and I'm talking about you ain't got no hustle. You have nothing. Sometimes it happens with what I'm saying? Some dudes, they get fresh out of jail. Some dudes, they don't got nowhere to live at, nowhere to stay. They shack up with a chick, get her pregnant, because now, boom, she ain't gonna put me out. Now, I'm gonna make her my possession, so I'm gonna make it through her because I'm a child's father, and I need somewhere to live. That's how some dudes be on it. And like I said, right, we got to keep it real. I ain't knocking no dude. I ain't knocking nobody. these are harsh realities we got to deal with because this topic is kind of part of why a lot of things are messed up now. And not only that, let's remember, not only being broke, having kids make your children to be criminals, being broke, having kids also is like the foundation of a dysfunctional home. And a lot of time when a dude is broke, 9 times out of 10, he gonna bail out on that woman anyway. Whether he wants to, whether he feel like he's so low he can't come up, that he feel like he can't provide for his family. Some dudes dip off. But the point is, we all know dudes that know for a fact they broke. We know they broke. They know they broke. And guess what? They got more kids than all of us. It's that broke dude that got over 5 kids. That's what Young Thug talking about. And then some of these kids, they do grow up to be criminals because guess what? They didn't have no structure. They didn't have no father figure. The mother only could do with so much. And this is what happens. Now, some people are going to feel like he went a little too far. He said that God needs to set some new rules. He said we need a new oath. He basically said we need a new commitment that broke niggas shouldn't be able to nut. He took it to another level. He said broke men should not be able to nut. Basically saying if you broke, you should be made sterile. You should be on birth control. And y'all know they are making a man's birth control. So maybe they are planning on putting certain men on birth control that ain't got no money. Maybe they do plan on doing that. I don't know, but a lot of children do grow up to be criminals. And we know that for a fact. And it's not always because they want to be bad kids. It's because sometimes these kids, when they wake up and do the peer pressure, they realize that they've been poor the whole time. And now they start fighting poverty with crimes. But you got some people that feel like they've been raising their children right and providing as parents. They feel like their children should not be victim of other children that come from broken homes. So this is a touchy topic, but the part I do co-sign, even I know that right now, and I'm at a point where I don't want no more children. But the point is, if you know for a fact you broke, if you know for a fact you don't plan on being in that child's life, you don't plan on being with that woman. Not only that, if you know for a fact you are not trying to provide for that child, you know for a fact you ain't with all that, then stop getting chicks pregnant. Because what you really doing, a lot of these men, they are breeding demons. They are. That boy know he a demon. That man know he a demon. And he going to literally breed more demons. Sometimes these demons do come from toxic relationships, because I'm not going to put it all on a man. Sometimes that woman knew for a fact that man was dead broke. Some situations she could have called herself trying to help him. Some situations she could have felt sorry for him. The point of the matter is, even the woman got to take responsibility, because you know for a fact, when you know for a fact that dude broke, you need to make that man make that man put on a condom. So this go both ways. But the point of the matter is, okay, I understand. See, let's look at it. They say what? Having a baby out of wedlock is a sin, or bringing a child into the world and you're not married is a sin. Now, the point of that statement we got to look at. We're not going to look at it religious. We're just going to look at it from a real common sense perspective. Meaning, if y'all not really together and y'all really not solid and y'all having kids, 9 times out of 10, that kid is going to be born out of sin, and 9 times out of 10, that child is going to become indulgent in sinful activity, because it's going to be a broken home. That's all that really means. Basically saying, if you know for a fact y'all just having sex because of the love, the thrill, I ain't gonna just say the love, over the lust. Y'all know y'all met at the club and now y'all smashing raw. That's really what that out of wedlock talking about. When y'all come together and y'all have sex out of, your own personal reasons, and then now you got a kid out of wedlock. 9 times out of 10, a lot of time that is going to breed a broken home that leads to child support, domestic violence, children wilding out. We just saying, we all know about these things, but these are things we got to talk about and ask the question. When we see all these criminals running around now, these grown men, say they in their 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever, shooting, killing, robbing, raping, jacking, all these criminals we see. If we was to sit them all down and do a psychic evaluation on most of these criminals, how many percentage of these grown criminals now will say that they came from a broken home, or they didn't have no father, or it was no finances with them growing up? Because they say that crime really comes from poverty, or crime is what happens in a hood where people are poor. So when they say poor, criminal, all of those are catch words, trigger words that really all relate. You see, what we call crime in the hood, sometimes it's just poor people trying to survive. And even though it's all wicked, but this is reality of what go on. So when Young Thug says that, you know, a broke ass nigga shouldn't be able to nut, and if you know for a fact you's a fuck nigga, and you know for a fact you ain't take care of the other kid or the second kid or the third kid, why you gonna keep having more? You got 4, 5, 3, 4, 6 baby mothers, and you know you ain't never take care of one and never had a plan to take care of one. Why? You ain't no damn hustler. You don't make no money. You don't know how to do nothing. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no career. You ain't got no trade. And you out here having babies because you think that's your trophies. You think that those are accomplishments. Like what they say, when people say, what, I take care of my kids, but they say, what, you want a trophy? That's what you're supposed to do. But we've been tricked and we've been taught a lot of the wrong things. So therefore, you know, are these some of the things that's been plaguing us? You know, within poverty. Of basically, even though we know for a fact, you know, a lot of us, we don't believe in abortions. The point is, before two grown-ups lay down, nowadays, you got to think it out. You got to think it out now. It's just what it is. Because guess what? That child that come about now might suffer, all because of the mistakes the parents made. And that's why some of us are bearing the curses of our parents. You get it? Some of us was born out of lust. Some of us was born out of all the wrong things. It was never a plan for you. That's why your life been in shambles, because your parents ain't never have a plan. You just popped out of nowhere and they said, oh, well, we'll freestyle it out and we'll figure it out. And that's why a lot of us grew up the way we did, broken homes. Sometimes the father was ready to hold it down. The mother wasn't with all that. The mother wanted to hold it down. The father wasn't with all that. A lot of us come from broken homes and had to figure it out later. So this ain't no particular blame on nobody. This is a harsh reality that this has been plaguing the community for years, forever, and it's still going on, and now it's worse than ever. So that's why I be telling people, or a lot of us say, a lot of people already know, it starts with the household. We always look for outer help instead of looking within. Same thing with you as a human being. You don't look out of yourself. You look within yourself for the answers. And it's called checking things, you know. So when he say that it should be a new rule, or God should set a new rule, I understand what he's saying. He's being extra with it, but I'm just going to say that as to a man, as a human being, if you know for a fact you are not in position, that's not a wise thing to do. Have a child. That's what I say. It's not smart. Also, you already know, sometimes, you know, as men, you mess around, get the wrong chick pregnant, and your life becomes a living hell for 18 years straight. So by being cautious, you can't spare your life from a lot of things. And just like the women, she can spare a lot of stress and burden off of her days of having a child by a demonic ass nigga. And breeding forth more demonic babies that's going to be future criminals. But we also know part of this process is what? It keeps the penitentiaries, it keeps the jails filled. If we went to visit penitentiaries all over America, most of them going to have the same story. Majority going to have the same story. What? They came from a broken home, or they're going to say what? Their father wasn't there, or their father used to beat on them, or either way, they was poor. Their father didn't do nothing for them. Really, as a son, your father is supposed to make sure you straight. I'm talking about because remember, you're supposed to really inherit your father's riches. That means your father really supposed to be on his grind and set you up for success. So when he passed away or you come of age, you're supposed to have these things. We know that. Just like when you look at other nationalities, when their child is 15, 16, they what? They teach them to get a driver's license. They already got a car for them. Well, it's a lot of time. It's the car they paid off, the older car that's in the garage. They'll get that to their child when the child 15, 16. So other than us, we got to worry about, we got to hustle up our first car. A lot of these kids, a lot of, kids that come from, balanced homes, they might get a car provided to them when they're 15, 16, 17. Their parent might help them fill out, the college applications, help them pick the schools, help them pick their career. All this stuff means something. We know how this works, but I'm not going to stay on this topic too long. But when Young Thug say that broke ass niggas should not be allowed to have kids, because he said you making niggas rob and kill, basically saying you having kids that eventually grow up to rob and kill and steal because you running around with no type of career and nothing, having kids. And basically saying by you not having your life in order, you having children, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to have their life in order, because even as a father, you ain't going to get them the right information so they could be successful, or you're not going to provide a lifestyle where they could be successful. So 9 times out of 10, these children are going to have to indulge in criminal activity. That's what he's saying, in my opinion. It's all my opinion, it's all alleged. And Young Thug has 6 children. And we did hear about how Young Thug was robbing and doing all type of criminal activity before he got in the game. So maybe he could be speaking from his own experience of what he knows. So on that part, I'm not going to knock him. He could be talking exactly because of what he was doing, what he did. And he know better now. So he's just speaking up. Either way, everybody got an opinion. That's his opinion. It is what it is. The same way, if you know for a fact you got a dirty urine, you ain't going to apply for that job because you know you dirty. You know you're going to fail. You already know that. You got a dirty urine, you know for a fact you ain't going to see the PO. You ain't going. Same thing. If you know for a fact you broke and you ain't got it together, you're still trying to get your life in order, don't purposely try to get a woman pregnant, or don't purposely try to have kids for your own selfish reasons. Because you could be birthing demons or passing on your demonic seed. Moving right along. All right, I don't even know. I'm going to go into this topic next. Joe Biden versus Tahiri. Wow. Now, hold up. This right here. All right. Now, y'all know that Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. You know that whole episode. I don't even know what to call it. You hear me stumbling. I don't even know what to call it. You know that's been trending. But, they say that Joe Biden has something to say about that situation. I think he also was speaking on the EVELYN LOZADA situation. Y'all know, remember OCHOCINCO had buddy EVELYN? Those who don't know, EVELYN from Basketball Wives used to be married with Antoine Walker, the basketball player that blew $100 million. In my opinion, EVELYN helped him run through that $100 million. And when he got broke, she left him. But anyway, EVELYN, y'all know EVELYN became a star on Basketball Wives. She was dating OCHOCINCO. He had butter her. Some people feel like EVELYN was toxic, but that ain't the point. We seen on Basketball Wives, but Joe Biden was speaking on EVELYN LOZADA and Megan Thee Stallion, and then that gave Tahiri the right to step up. And she popped out of nowhere. Now, some people might feel like she's clout chasing because her career is over. Some people might say she feel like she just got the heart to tell her story. But we got to talk about it. Tahiri posted this. This was EVELYN. This one OCHOCINCO had butted EVELYN. Now y'all know that right there is vicious. EVELYN looks very different without those lace fronts. You can tell it took a lot of hair out, but that ain't the point. The point is that's a vicious scar on her face. So when we heard about OCHOCINCO headbutting Evelyn, we didn't know it was that bad. But anyway, Joe Biden was speaking on this situation, and Tahiri threw Joe Budden under the bus because Joe Budden made he made a statement on his podcast talking about the EVELYN LOZADA, how she suffered from the hands of OCHOCINCO, and Tahiri came out and said that Joe Budden broke her ribs. Now, how you break a female ribs, I have no idea. Joe Biden do not look like he even can throw a body shot like that, but according to her, Joe Biden broke her ribs. Joe clapped back at Tahiri and says that she was toxic and she was also abusive towards him. So, like I said, this is a sticky topic. Now, I'm going to pause right there. Some women do beat on men. It is some women that do punch their man in the face, will punch a man in the face, will smack a man. It is some woman that will pull a knife on a man. Let me touch on, y'all know the young football player that died recently, Dwayne Haskins? It's a fact. His girlfriend was beating on him. It's been charges against her. That's why when Dwayne Haskins died recently, when he got hit by the car in Florida, his family did not, his own mother and father didn't want to come to the funeral because they did not want to see his wife. The young lady that Dwayne Haskins married, was his girlfriend. His parents did not want to come to the funeral all because of her. And they say that's how much that woman was beating on that man. He's a football player. But it's some men that wasn't raised like that. And no matter how wrong, they're not going to hit a woman back. But sometimes men do get abused by women. So I'm not going to sit here and try to sugarcoat that. And some dudes, y'all know that if your female is thorough, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Certain places in America, some females are a little bit more thorough than others, and they do put hands on a man. It could be if they catch him cheating. It could be if they're just jealous, or they might drink too much. It's many different scenarios. I'm not going to get into that, but I know for a fact it is women that abuse men too. And some of these women get labeled as toxic. Because no matter how good a man is to them, they always going to put on and portray violence, or always trying to bring a man down. So I'm not going to give no pass, and I'm not taking no sides. This is just my opinion. What up, bro? I see y'all pulling up. I'm going to holler at y'all later. What up, Yak? So, these are real things, man. You do got females that are, I'm telling you, got females might have a fistful of rings and punch her dude smack in the jaw. Like, it happens. But the point is, right, being that Tahiri claimed that Joe Budden broke her ribs, Joe clapped back and said that Tahiri was toxic and abusive towards him. Joe also spoke on how Tahiri and Vado got into it. If y'all know about the show Marriage Boot Camp, Tahiri and Vado was on the show, and they say that Vado, he jacked Tahiri up, he jacked her ass up, he snatched her up because she was wilding out, throwing apples at him, throwing apples at his face, and it resulted into Vado getting kicked off the show. So for those that saw Marriage Boot Camp, Vado got kicked off because he put hands on Tahiri. But the point Joe is making is that Tahiri is toxic, and she be beating on men too, and she be wilding out. So did she throw herself in the topic with EVELYN LOZADA because she wanted clout and she was clout chasing and she wanted to take this time to throw Joe Budden under the bus? Or is Tahiri a man beater and is she toxic? Either way, I'm not co-signing none of that back and forth behavior. In my opinion, if you a man and a woman start acting out of pocket, you need to just leave her. Sometimes you just leaving her hurt her more than you putting hands on her. Just leave her. Shorty wilding out. Man, I said this 1,000 times, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's getting hot. And a lot of people gonna be in that crib going at it at each other's neck. Look, if a chick is abusive, if she be violating, all you gotta do to get her back is one day say you going to the store, or when she send you to the store, just leave and don't come back. That's it. That's how you shit on her. Same thing with a female. If a man is being abusive towards you, he being abusive, he always abusive, man, just tell him you about to go do something. Tell him you going to the store, go shopping real quick, and just leave. Or when he go out and think he gonna chill out with his friends, when that nigga come home, nigga be gone. That nigga come home, he think his girl in the room, everything gone. Room, I mean the clothes, shoes, hair, kids' clothes, gone. That'll hit that nigga so hard in his chest. Man, you supposed to leave. You don't sit there and keep fighting back and forth. Because now, once y'all leave, then y'all can separate and see how much the love, see if that love gonna bring y'all back together. It's a technique to that. Once you start fighting and it's already toxic, y'all going back and forth, you punching her, she hitting you with a frying pan, man, that's over. It's just that one of y'all don't got the heart to leave. Or one of y'all in a position where you can't leave. So that's how it becomes super toxic. But when this happened, this happened to EVELYN LOZADA, she posted a picture. Now, we know this happened a long time ago. Some people might feel like she clout chasing off the Meg and Tory. Because remember that Meg and Tory story has been trending. It's been creating a lot of back and forths. So people like EVELYN LOZADA from Basketball Wives, she threw herself out there in the story. Picture courtesy of TMZ too. Y'all know they got everything. But she put herself in the story. TAHIRY put herself in the story. And it looked like they're trying to start another Me Too movement. But I'm going to throw Dwayne Haskins in there because he recently died and reports came out his wife was beating on him. So we got to be fair that this happens on both sides. But when you see a man that headbutt a woman head like that, man, that's going super too far. He literally split her wig. Literally. OCHOCINCO, Chad OCHOCINCO, y'all know he played football. His career been over. He's doing podcasting now, but it's all nasty because this stuff is old. And like they say, why you bringing up old stuff? Why you bringing up the past? A lot of these females are bringing up the past because of this Megan Thee Stallion Tory situation. We already know that whole Megan Tory situation could be fake. It might even it be, man, I'm telling you. Why is she doing interviews if it's still on trial? If it's still in the court of law, why are you speaking on it? So that whole thing could be fake, but it gave everybody a chance to put themselves in the limelight. Now, EVELYN put herself back out there. TAHIRY put herself out there. And Joe Biden said that, TAHIRY, you were toxic because even recently, you was violating Votto. And Joe Budden says she's toxic and she was beating on him too. So it is some women, when they get drunk and high, they do become abusive. I've seen that with my own eyes. And I'm not going to throw none of my family under the bus, but I've seen that happen in my own family, of a woman beating on a man, smacking fire out of men in front of company in public, all type of stuff, talking crazy. I see that with my own eyes. So I know it's a reality. Some of y'all seeing y'all mother go ham on y'all father. Some of y'all saw that. But anyway, that's the situation with Joe Budden and TAHIRY. They going back and forth. There's been a lot of back and forths, but it also represents the time we in with domestic violence at an all-time high, because we know for a fact when the finances ain't right, a lot of money gonna start. You show me a couple that's hate each other, let some money come in one of their hands, they're gonna be friends to that money right now. He been beating her ass. Man, he get paid or that big check. Man, they gonna go shopping. They gonna do a whole lot of stuff. And then when the money gone, they'll be fighting again. Same thing. The woman got that money. Old boy knows she abusive. Old boy know, the boy know, man, he already knows she foul, she toxic. But when she get that money, he ain't going nowhere. He gonna forget about all that toxic behavior. And then when she gonna buy you a little outfit, bro. She gonna take you shopping, take you to eat. When the money gone, she gonna say, nigga, you spent all my money and get toxic on you. And now you stuck up, you jammed. We ain't gonna talk about verbal abuse, but this is the topic, and it's going on right now. So being that Megan and Tory got what they got going on, everybody took a chance to put their spin on it, and a lot of women been trying to come out talking about how they've been abused. And some people will say the great saying, they do anything for clout, because we do know EVELYN LOZADA is not where she at in her career no more, as well as TAHIRY. So EVELYN got her head busted. That was almost 10 years ago. And TAHIRY, she recently flunked out on boot camp. What's that? Marriage boot camp. And she did Vado dirty. She violated him on camera, throwing apples at him and being real crazy. So that didn't work out. And maybe she feel like her beauty is fading, maybe, because it's not all about her no more. Remember, y'all know these video vixens and all these type of women, they are replaceable. So she had her time, and maybe she just want to put herself back in the limelight. But no way or no shape or form do I co-sign domestic violence and men beating on women or women beating on men. And rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins, because it's a fact that his woman was beating on him so bad and always abusing him that his parents hated her so much they didn't want to come to their own son's funeral. So that woman had to really be doing their son dirty. They did not want to look at her face at all. So that's that. What's up, Miss Deja? Alpha Familiar, what's up? Sassy. I've been whipping in the pot. I've been cooking right here, so I ain't see y'all pull up. Y'all already know. We here. All right. This is another weird situation we got to talk about. All right, Pete Davidson. Y'all know the man that is smashing Kim Kardashian right now. Y'all know Kim Kardashian has left Kanye West for a younger man. I didn't know Pete Davidson was 28. But this is the point. They say that Pete Davidson has Kanye West's kids tatted on his neck. Now, what he did it slick. He put all of their initials. He put Kim, he put K for Kim, he put N for North, who was 8 years old, S for Saint, who was 6 years old, Chicago, who was 4 years old, Psalms, who was 2 years old. Now, I didn't know she had all these kids by Kanye. I don't know what all this is about, but he got the initials of the kids on his neck. And he also got tatted. They say he got tatted on his chest, "My girl is a lawyer." What the hell is wrong with this dude, Pete Davidson? And look at all the stuff he's doing to spite Kanye West. Because anyway, we already know some of us are going to feel like that's what Kanye West get. Some people feel like he sold out. Let's rewind. Did he not make the song, "I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with a broke nigga"? You got to remember, he made that song before he got with Kim K. Then he turned around and got with Kim K. He actually got with a gold digger. And actually, now he's getting played like a fool. But when he was in his prime, and he was that dude, she makes sure she put him in pocket. But what people don't understand, man, this is what Kim K do. She's something like a black widow. She drained men of their resources. She drained their ass or their energy. And when she done with them, she kicks them to the curb, and she always stays relevant, and she always stay popping and trending more than the nigga she was with. Kanye West had more fame than Kim. She drained his ass. Now she trended more than him. Man, we can go down the line. We don't feel like doing all that. Ray J had more clout than Kim K at one time. Now let's look at Kim K. Let's look at Ray J. I forgot the basketball player. Damn, I forgot old boy that played for the Nets. She married that dude for a little while, kicked him to the curb. His career was over with in the NBA. Damn, what's his name? And I'm not talking about Chloe and Lamar Odom. I'm talking about when Kim Kardashian married that basketball player for the Nets. His name on the tip of my tongue. Man, when she get done with you, you finish. And she moves on. So what made Kanye West, see, he another one. That's what he thought. He thought just because he got Kim Kardashian pregnant, he was going to have her forever. Or he was going to be able to smash forever. You see, those are old, that's like an old Negro spiritual that don't work. You think because you get a chick pregnant, that's going to be your baby mother forever, and you always going to be able to smash. Nope, not no more. So the sick part not only is another man playing daddy to Kanye West kids. This man got their initials on his neck. Now, some of us might feel like this is a perfect recipe to fight Pete Davidson and run up on him and knock his head off his shoulders. Some people feel like this is the perfect recipe to slaughter that man because this man got this man children tatted on his neck, and he did it slick with initials, then put on his chest, "My girl is a lawyer." And for those that don't know, Kim Kardashian is considered to be a lawyer. So this is the weirdest stuff I ever heard. It also is another example of making a black man look like a small peon. So when I saw this story, I said, yo, this is going too far, man. How is another man, to my homies and to the bros, how would you feel if your baby mother, your child's mother, she get with another man? That's her business. But this man tattoo your kids on his body while he's playing house. And there's no even guarantee if they're going to work. And I'm willing to bet a lot of money. I bet my right arm that one day Kim Kardashian will be leaving Pete Davidson too. It might not be now, but I guarantee you she's going to leave him. So, and I say the same thing for women, you know. If your child's father, he get with another woman, and that woman he with tattoo your children's names on her body, how would you feel about that? And I'm pretty sure we all agree that's going too far. It's going a little too far. And guess what? Mr. Pete, when Kim K shit on you, you're gonna look real stupid with Kim K with my wife, my girl is a lawyer tatted on your chest and her kids' initials on your neck. Man, these dudes go too far. I ain't gonna lie, Kanye West might snap out and run down on that man one day. I'm gonna pay attention to that. He went too far. Also, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, so we have to make light of the people with mental health issues. But on the other side of that token, it also means a lot of people are going to lose it this month. It also means a lot of people are going to go crazy this month because it's Mental Health Month. So the focus is on mental health for the people that know they have mental health issues and are getting help, seeking help, those who are dealing with their situations. I'm going to be talking about that too, as far as that thing called trauma. A lot of people are on medication and they're dealing with their mental health issues. But on the other side of that token, it is a lot of people with mental health issues and they're not getting no help. And in their mind, they think they're perfectly fine. That's really what makes them sick. Because they think they all right. They think they straight. They think they doing everything right. Some of these people even think they so smart. They think they smarter than you. And the whole time they got mental health issues. And they won't get help because they keep lying to themselves every day that they straight. I've been through trauma in my life. I've been through things, but I came to reality with myself a long time ago. I realized my family wasn't nothing when I was 16 years old. I learned to start taking care of myself 16, 17, 18. I've been stopped holding in family beefs. Some of y'all still got family beefs. You still ain't grow up talking about your family this, your family that. Man, that stuff drive you crazy. We know it's a lot of issues. Man, we know some people been dropped on their head when they was kids. We know some people got rocked upside their head with all type of devices growing up and they mind ain't right. for many different reasons. I'm not going to beat nobody down, but my point is, it's people that know for a fact they got mental health issues and they keep denying it. They don't want to acknowledge it. And guess what? They always want to be in other people's life and ruin it. The people that have mental health issues that don't get help, they literally become black clouds. Remember, I spoke about the aura the other day. Some people got that black aura around them. When the room lit up, when they come in, the room get dark. And guess what? Some of these people could be real good people. They could be nice people, some of the best people, good people, but they don't get help. So that, you know, being that they don't get help, the wickedness, or should I say their mental health issues, become wickedness, and they don't even realize half the stuff they're doing, or they don't want to acknowledge it, they don't want to comprehend it, or they think they could escape it. The reality is you need help. You're sick in the brain. Like Cypress Hill's song, Insane in the Membrane. A lot of people are sick in the head. I'm not playing, I'm for real. So when we focus on mental health awareness month, we have to be aware of the, you know, the people that have gotten help. We have to salute them. And the people who are not getting help and not trying to fix themselves, we need to shame their ass. Because guess what? They part of the ones making the world messed up too. Because they know for a fact they're not right in the head. They know for a fact they got trauma. They know they got issues. They know they've been through stuff. They know they know all the stuff they be doing, but they don't want to acknowledge it. And they don't want to confront it. And most of these people are not spiritual. Because some people feel like if you tap into the right spiritual energy, that is the first step to start curing your mental health. Some people have mental health issues because they don't believe in a higher power and they don't know nothing. They don't even know themselves. But salute to the people that are aware of their mental health when they got treatment. You know, every day they working and fighting to stay, you know, stay focused and not let certain things become of them. Salute to them. It's no different from acknowledging your own flaws. When you acknowledge your own flaws, that's how you expand and grow. When you keep denying your flaws, that's like if you know goddamn well you're missing teeth. Just get them fixed. If you ain't got the money to get them fixed, you start saving the money to get them fixed. Because you know every time you smile, you're not happy. And every time you see somebody with perfectly straight teeth, you're going to feel a certain way. That's a sign of a mental health issue. You get what I'm saying? Simple as that. You need help. What's the help? Go to the damn dentist. Get your teeth fixed. Don't hate on people because they got a straight smile. You're becoming delusional. You think that missing all them teeth is cool. You know what I'm saying? You think you try to convince yourself you straight, but in reality, you know that shit bothering you. Get help. Get your teeth fixed. It'll make you feel better. I'm just using that as an example, how some people know they got issues, but they don't want to acknowledge their issues. That's what make you crazy. You see? It's no different from a nigga standing on the block with a pocket full of crack, thinking he gonna make money like it's the 80s. Nigga, the crack game over with. You delusional. You losing your mind, nigga. You still standing in front of the store with crack on you. That nigga got a mental health issue. That nigga sick. Anytime you already heard about what you keep doing the same thing over and over again. You already heard that a million times. Well, ask the question, why do some people keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? Then try to act like they got common sense and they so smart. No, you're doing the same thing. All you keep doing is remixing the same damn song. You ain't changed nothing. You ain't even changing, period. You ain't even changing your way of thinking. That's what make you sick. So for Mental Health Awareness Month, we're going to be aware and we're going to salute all the people that got help, that's getting help, that plan on getting help, that's ready to get help, that's taking their medication, whatever. Change their whole lifestyle. And we're going to watch out for the ones that's really got mental health issues and don't want to acknowledge it. They really sick, and we're going to shame them. We're going to keep them away from us because they are black clouds. Wherever they go, it rains and it thunders. And these are the people that love to spread their depression. They woke up not feeling good. They want you to not feel good today. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, man, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all go to the club. We go to the club with these people. When stuff don't start working for them in the club, they want to go home. Or this nigga want to start a fight now. Because he ain't getting no chicks. Ain't nobody hollering at him. He ain't got no bread. He in the club. He miserable. Now he want to mess your whole night up, bro, because you having fun. Those are black clouds. Same thing. Women, y'all go to the club. You got that one home girl. It ain't going right for the club. She want to go home. That's that black cloud, man. It's some people like that in real life. When they don't go right or nothing goes right for them, they don't want them to go right for nobody around them. That's why when you see these people, you got to run. I ain't talking about play around. You got to run. You got to get low. Because their whole purpose is, I'm going to fuck your day up. I'm going to ruin your shit. Oh, you just washed your car? I'm going to rain on your shit. That's their mentality. They never going to pull up. They never going to put you on nothing positive, nothing good. Never had nothing great to talk about. It's always going to be some low down, dirty shit. It's always going to be something that make you actually fucking depressed. You're like, God damn, I was all right. Now I'm fucking depressed. Shit. Those are the people that make you want to get high when you don't even get high because they always bringing them black clouds around you. Some of y'all know that. You might be trying to stop smoking weed, but this person keeps stressing your ass out and they got the nerve to come around you with the blunt. They don't want you to stop smoking weed. Oh, you trying to stop drinking. They're the same ones want to keep dumping problems on you and then say you want to drink. Those are the black clouds, man. They come in all forms. I'm telling you what I know. So we'll hurry up and die. What's up, bro? Like that Matrix with Neo be ducking them bullets. That's how you got to duck them foul people, man. You got to duck their ass. You got to maneuver through that shit. I'm just saying, man. It's a lot of black clouds, man. But my point is that black cloud, sometimes it just comes from that person having mental health issues. Like I said, sometimes they can really be good people. Sometimes they don't even mean no harm because guess what? They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even realize what they're doing. So we can't be mad at them. We can't be angry with them. But the reality, of this topic is that's what makes them sick in the head because they don't even know what they be doing. And I told you, they could be dressed fresh to death. They could appear to be smart. Let's not play. They can have a college degree. They can have a good job and still have mental health issues. People don't even know that being a narcissist is a mental health issue. It's a mental sickness. Poor social skills is a mental health issue. When you don't know how to talk to people, you don't know how to conversate, you don't know how to listen, you don't know how to speak to people. That's a mental health issue. You got problems. Your social skills suck. Your social skills are very poor because, you got mental issues, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you need help. It's okay to get help. All right? We got to stop acting like getting help is lame. We got to stop acting like getting help is make you weak. No, it don't. When you get help, it make you stronger. Period. We got to understand that. So it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I've just shed my light how I feel about mental health. I'm pretty sure as people are aware, hey, this is my opinion. But I'm touching on different topics to show you how we've been plagued as a people, and money can't save us. A sick person with money is just going to do more sick stuff. The more money that sick individual got, the more money they're going to spend on sick behavior. If this dude is sick in the head and he's a weirdo, when he get money, he's going to do more sick stuff. These are some of the people that become serial killers. Do you not hear how a lot of serial killers come from what? Good homes, right? Because they had mental health issues. It's not about the money. Money can't kill you, but as a people, we think the more stuff we buy, oh, that's shopping, that's therapy, shopping therapy. You're going to feel good for that one little second. You wear what you bought, that's it. Back to square one. You might actually be Why you think people could buy a new outfit and then wind up fighting in the same outfit they bought that they thought made them feel better? They wind up fighting in that same outfit, or they get depressed with that same outfit on because you can't buy it. You can go buy yourself. Man, I know for a fact. I know people right now that got a big house, 5 bedrooms, BMWs, Benzes parked up, and still miserable. I'm not lying to you. They're not happy because it's certain issues they got that they never overcame, and money can't buy you out of none of that. These are facts. I was thinking to myself the other day, and I realized that the best things in life are free. What's the best thing in life? A peace of mind. It's free. Paying attention. Free. But people don't want to do that. They think they could buy their way. They think they could buy everything. Buy friendships, buy this, buy that. No, money. You heard what they say. More money, more problems. That's all that means. The best things in this life is free. And guess what? We had a lot of more free things in life, but we know the man came and took it all, and he's charging us for it now. That's the only difference. The best things in life is free. Always remember that. Everything ain't got no price. If it got a price 9 times out of 10, it's some BS with that. That's how it go. Moving right along. Salute to the chat. Episode 163, Monday, Money Day. Salute to the people that's pulling up for the first time. Salute to my family that's always here. I see y'all. We're going to get through today. We here. Let me speak on, we're going to speak on the economy for a quick second. Now, Joe Biden, his ratings, should I say, a lot of people are becoming disgruntled. His disapproval rate basically has went up 30%. His disapproval, the disapproval of the way he's been handling the inflation went up 28%. Now, also, this man, or should I say, they are now offering Ukraine $33 billion in C-19 relief. Now, some people already feel like we need that money right here. It's my money and I need it now. But like I said before, it ain't going to be no help, so don't wait around, don't look for it. The only help you can get right now, maybe, and it's running out, is rental relief, help with the light bill, help with the water. You can get help with the little bills here and there, and you might get a little bit of extra food stamps, but that's all you're going to get in America right now. So, like Eddie Griffin said, in America, if you think something free, then you dumb, because you ain't getting nothing the rest of this year. You ain't seen a stimulus check and how many. Stop it. But we see a lot of funds going overseas. And Moneybag Joe, he has been getting critiqued and condemned, and people are tight with this man. But it's nothing you could do. Now, let's also remember yesterday, the White House correspondents meeting yesterday. Y'all know when all the politicians and all the celebrities come together with their black and white suits on, they be cracking jokes, laughing. Yesterday, Joe Biden had the nerve to come on up. You know, he came up to the pulpit and he was laughing and joking. He even cracked jokes on his own disapproval ratings. He don't care. He was laughing and joking on himself. He was doing his own humiliation ritual, like they do. For those who know about the White House correspondents, this is the same event where Trump first came out years ago and said that Obama allegedly was Muslim and he was not a real American. I remember that like yesterday because I was watching it. But at this event, it always happens every May 1st. The White House correspondents, every May 1st, every year. And when you do research, you also will see that May 1st just happens to be the birthday of the Illuminati, the secret society that was created back in the day. And they say that when they say that the founder got struck by lightning and his documents were recovered, a lot of that's metaphors. A lot of that is what it is. This stuff ain't no secret. But all I know is every May 1st, they get together, the politicians, the celebrities, I'm talking about the Oprahs, the Jay-Z, all of them come together and they have a dinner. It's called the White House Correspondents. But they all come together. Regardless of the name, names always going to be flipped. It's no different from an all-white party. It's no different from the Rockefeller brunch. All it's the same stuff. They just remixed the name. All right? But they had a big gathering yesterday. Also, they said what I saw in the news, just so happened, it was a holiday in China yesterday. People don't know China is also locked down from C-19. So let's do the math. Where was the first place that got locked down the first time? Where was y'all smart? Where was the first place that got locked down last time? I think it was China. Well, they on lockdown right now. They've been on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? They locked down. I think they saying a percentage of the population is just starting to come out. But like I said, a lot of time when you want to know what's going to happen over here, all you got to do is pay attention to what goes on in the East. So if China is on lockdown, and just so happen another lockdown happens over here again, and God forbid you're not right, and you're not getting no more stimulus money, and it's hot, things could get very, very wicked. So that's why I be trying to tell people, I don't be trying to beat a dead horse. You got to get in position. I'm only telling you what I be doing, what I'm always trying to do for me and mine. Get in position to win. Don't be in a position to lose. Because in my opinion, some people feel like that first lockdown was child's play, that this lockdown we went through, that was a test run. Then we just got to look at how much stuff been implemented since the first lockdown. And we know for a fact if another lockdown happened, we can't take that. We can't take another lockdown. We know this. Because we know what? The last lockdown, we was getting stimulus checks, PPP money. Man, we was doing a whole lot of stuff. But if we get locked down another time, this one gonna be the real deal. And when you go out trying to riot and loot and all that, this time you're gonna get shot down like a dog and you're gonna get put in a camp. That's gonna be the difference. That's right. Morpheus to God. What up? Yup. That's right. This is what's going on. So meanwhile, they sitting back laughing. Don't nobody care about the allegedly the American people, meaning, you know, if you ain't grinding, getting it on your own, man, that still might not save you. But I'm just saying, nobody cares. They all laughing and joking. They sending $33 billion overseas, and hopefully a lockdown ain't coming. Because they have at the same time talking out two sides of their mouth. Because that's what snakes do. They also saying that the C-19 is still around and still coming up. And you know, we also know about the bird flu. So a lot of sickness being promoted. And speaking of the CDC and Dr. Fauci always speaking on C-19, Magic Johnson. Some people will call Magic Johnson the greatest basketball player. Some people might call him a boss, a pawn, a puppet. If you don't know, Magic Johnson is the reason why some of y'all neighborhoods has been remixed, and Starbucks is in your neighborhood and people that like Starbucks. What up, Rondell? I ain't see you. She says China has had concentration camps for at least 15 years. That's right. I think over here they call them FEMA camps, I think. But I know for a fact, I seen pictures over 10 years ago of these FEMA camps. You know, the ones that happen if a national emergency happened and you got to leave your crib, or you get caught up in some BS outside rioting and protesting. Yeah, I seen them. But back to Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, he gives credit. He's been giving clout, praise to Dr. Fauci. Because Magic Johnson says Dr. Fauci helped him get through his HIV diagnosis. Now, we never heard this before, period. But guess what? Magic Johnson has a new docuseries coming out, a new documentary series on Apple TV called They Call Me Magic. And all of a sudden now he's giving Dr. Fauci clout, saying Dr. Fauci helped him get through his diagnosis. And some of us feel like allegedly his name is Magic Johnson because he had the Magic Johnson and he beat HIV. And then some people feel like he never had HIV. And some people feel like he sold out, took a bag, and performed the biggest ritual and trick in the world and never had HIV to begin with. Some people say that allegedly Magic Johnson was gambling, had a high gambling habit, and it was betting on games, and he had to bow out gracefully because he was making the NBA look bad if the news came out. And that's when he came out with all this stuff. That's what they say is all alleged information, but these are speculations that have been around, rumors, all type of stuff. And also, you got to remember, his wife, Cookie, that been with him for 30 years, has not had the disease at all. So Magic Johnson, he gave credit to Dr. Fauci for helping him beat HIV. And I've never heard this. But now we did. I never knew Dr. Fauci was around back then. So it is what it is. Magic Johnson, he gave credit to Dr. Fauci, but all this news comes out. Magic Johnson has a docuseries coming out called They Call Me Magic. And we've never seen nobody with so-called what he got and actually blow up and get bigger. Either way, that's his business. Now let me get into this nasty story before I forget, which I'm not going to forget. This is one of the most demonicest stories I ever seen lately. It's very sick. And like I said, people like to stay away from these topics. They don't like to touch on it. Now, this man you see here, this nigga is sick. He's a sick ass nigga. You know why? Because he gave a 15-year-old HIV. And he knew he had it. That's why he's being charged on criminal charges right now. And he's from Chicago. Not saying where he's from got nothing to do with it, but he's from Chicago, all right? His name is Marcus E. Days. He's 29 years old. He's been charged on Friday with criminal transmission of HIV and 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. The parents learned in June of last year their son had been sexually active with Davis on numerous occasions since the boy was 15. Pardon me, I said the man's name is Davis. It's Davis. Davis is 29 years old. They say he drove to the boy's home on numerous occasions and engaged in sexual acts at the boy's house, where he engaged in sexual intercourse with the boy having unprotected sex. It was conducted knowingly. Davis knew he was infected. So basically, he turned his penis into a deadly weapon. The boy is 16 years old now, and this man abused him, and now he has HIV. I spoke on a story a couple weeks ago about the one man that was molesting the little kids, the little, 14-year-old girl and toddlers, giving them STDs. Well, this savage ass nigga right here, he gave a 15-year-old HIV when he knew he was sick. But let's look at him. He don't look sick, do he? He looks regular, doesn't he? He actually has a lot of weight on him. He looks kind of solid, doesn't he? But people are still out here playing Russian roulette. But that's not the point. The point is why this grown man couldn't have sex with another grown man. There's plenty of grown men out here in that lifestyle. He wanted to purposely destroy this young man, this young child. He wanted to destroy him. Not only was he messing with a young boy, he knew he had HIV and was still having sex with the young boy raw. Totally taking advantage, totally on purpose, trying to ruin that young boy's life. Do you see how foul some people's brain work? But you still don't understand the darkness and depths of a person's thinking. We know for a fact this man right here had mental health issues. He didn't want to deal with the fact he had HIV. In his mind, he still thought he was normal, and he want to lay down and have raw sex with not only women, but who knows? I'm just saying, with a child. In his mind, that child was grown. In his mind, he don't got HIV. So therefore, we know this man was sick, and he ruined a young teenager's life. And was pulling up to the crib, like how how dudes pull up at a female crib to holler at their shorty. He was pulling up and hollering at the young boy. Probably ain't no problem when the parents wasn't home. And straight up dirty smashing the boy. We gotta understand that these people look normal. They look normal. You get it? They look normal. Just like you'll see when I talk about these type of topics, you see what type of people come in the chat. Because they are affected. These are the same people. You dig? A hit dog always gonna holler. So when I talk about a 29-year-old man that gave a 15-year-old HIV, and then somebody come in the chat and start trolling, that lets you know that's the person of that type of background, or they deal with that type of behavior. Because this ain't funny. This ain't no joking matter. The point of this matter is watch out for the younger generation that are your loved ones. You can't be naive. So let's say that even the parents of these children, right? Or this young teenage boy, if they was at least teaching him about safe sex, at least maybe the boy would have had a chance to live, because he would have not let this man do him like that, without no condom. And I'm not trying to get into these dirty details, but a 29-year-old man pulling up on a 15-year-old, knowing he got HIV, knowing he's sick, and going straight up give it to a teenager, that shows you how foul people are. I'm not going to stay on this topic too long because it's sick, it's disgusting, and it just shows you these people look normal. But their behavior is that of the devil. Man, a nigga like him, he's worse than the devil. He's worse than Satan himself. And I'm done with this topic. I'm done with it. He didn't want no grown man. He wanted to purposely ruin a 15-year-old life. But he has been brought up on criminal charges because it's the fact that he knew he had HIV and was purposely giving it to people. Let's also think. We already know that 15-year-old ain't the only one he gave it to. We know, we got a common sense to tell you that. I'm pretty sure he gave it to a whole lot of people. But my point is, parents, don't depend on your school to teach your kids sexual education. Teach your kids sexual education. Once they become an age and you already got in your mind they might be having sex, that's the least you could do. You might can't stop them. It ain't about that. It's just about making them aware. So at least you could say you did your job. Because if the parents of that boy did not teach their child sexual education, they're going to have to bear a lot of guilt on their shoulders. They're going to have a lot of guilt on them for the rest of their life because they didn't teach their child about, having unprotected sex. And especially if you suspect your child might be gay, don't try to deny it. Don't try to act like you don't see what they're doing. The best thing to do is at least try to make them aware of safe sex. And I'm done with that topic because you already know what's going to happen to him when he go to jail. But I already know he's going to hide in PC. But either way, he's not going to make it through his bid. We already know that. In Chicago, he's not going to make it. All right? So I'm doing my part. I'm giving awareness to a lot of stuff. All right? And I'm going to touch on the topics nobody want to talk about because they scared and they are very shameful. But I'm not here to shame nobody, all right? I'm just saying we got to give a balance out here. It's too crazy. So how would you feel if a 29-year-old did this to your child? That's all I'm saying. This is a harsh reality. The reason why I'm speaking on it, because we keep seeing it. It's trending. It's trending now. We keep seeing men purposely spreading stuff, but they not only that, they spread it to kids. That's all I'm saying. That makes it a whole lot. They're doing this to children. That's all I'm saying. That's it. So other than that, I'm gonna let that be. Morning coffee. I already had my coffee. Some people drink coffee every morning and they still don't wake up. Still sleep. And when your ass is all the way asleep and you are unconscious, ain't no coffee gonna help you anyway. That's just what it is. But anyway, man, oh man, oh man. Man, the baby got charged. The baby has been charged with felony battery for allegedly attacking a man at a video shoot, according to TMZ. Now, we know the baby, they've been trying to get him locked up. We heard about they trying to bring the shooting charges back up. We heard all of that. But that's not going to work. That's done with. But now, all of a sudden, the LA County District Attorney, they're trying to bring the baby down because they brought up an incident that happened last December, allegedly, where he knocked a man's tooth out. Now, he was shooting a video on this particular property. It was at a mansion location, and he agreed to only bring 12 guests. But this man, Gary, is saying that the baby violated the agreement they had of just 12 guests, and he had 40 people there. And at the video shoot, it say Gary claims that he tried to talk to the baby, and a member of the entourage pushed him to the ground. And after he got pushed to the ground, then they attacked him. No, they jolly stomped on him. They put hands and feet on him, allegedly. And he said when he got up, he was left with a bloody mouth and a missing tooth. And he claims they took his phone and valuable kitchenware. And he also says it is $910,000 in damages and fees. He also says they destroyed the security cameras. But my point is, this whole case has been picked up by the LA County District. We see a lot of people, basically they've been coming for them, okay? That's the baby facing real charges now. We know A$AP Rocky is facing charges in LA County. We know Kurt Franklin's son is facing charges in LA County. So we see the trend. LA County is locking up celebrities. They're putting real charges on people. And I'm gonna say allegedly, but my point is they're not just putting, they're basically they're trying to put charges on people that could stick. That's what I'm saying. Even though all of these charges could be straight bogus, but they're trying to put serious crimes on people now. So this is what's going on in LA. That's why you need to stay your ass out of LA. I don't care who you think you are. You might not make it home, or you might get a nice fresh charge put on you in Los Angeles. They do this in a lot of places. I spoke about this before. They say it's places in America you go on vacation and you come home on probation. is some states specialize at putting charges on people, especially if you're from out of town. That's what they say, because they say that's how some of these states and cities make their money, off locking people up from other places, making the charges stick a little bit better. So that's how I go. But that's the situation with the baby. He's being charged with felony battery for allegedly beating a man bloody and knocking out his tooth. So that's what it is. Also, to go to that, around that topic with ASAP Rocky, over the weekend, Rihanna celebrates her first National Heroes Day in Barbados. Now we know her and ASAP Rocky was just chilling in Barbados. He get locked up, and a week later, she's celebrating her first National Heroes Day in Barbados. So I'm gonna leave that right there. That's news, and that's what's going on with Rihanna in Barbados. Meanwhile, ASAP Rocky, he got a fresh set of charges. They saying they got him on video doing a shooting, and that's what it is. Also, Ray J spoke out. He spoke out on that lie. He said that when Kanye West said he got the tape back from him, that was a lie. We also have to understand we have no proof it's a sex tape. Ray J did not admit it's a second sex tape, and all this could be fabrications, because either way, the Kardashians got a whole new show that just came out, and some people feel like this is all promotion anyway. It was all promotion from the rip. All publicity stunts that people keep going for, because Ray J said the whole thing is a lie. He said Kanye West was lying about meeting him getting a sex tape. All this stuff. That's why a person can say anything and go line and start trending. That's what it is. Also, I got to speak on something else, because something weird has happened over the weekend. Something very, very weird. Now, we saw the story. I spoke on a story of one of Moneybagg Yo's wife has died. It's been trending. Allegedly, it's some suspicious things going on. Allegedly, somebody said that one of his baby mothers died because of what happened to young Dolph. But I'm not co-signing none of this stuff. But nobody knows how she died, and something funny happened with the media, because on multiple different platforms, they got different pictures and different names of the baby mother. Now, one report said his baby mother, named China Santana, has passed away. It said it on multiple reports. Then it's been brought to my attention. I did my own read. Some people saying China Santana is still alive, and it was another baby mother. But they had different names with different pictures, mixing it all up on purpose. I seen it on Vlad. I seen it on big platforms. They playing with the names and they playing with the pictures. But we know for a fact one of his baby mothers have died, and she's a mother of 3. But they've been playing games with the information, so allegedly people won't know exactly who it is. So if you don't know who it is, you won't have an idea how it actually happened. And we don't know how it happened. We don't know what's what, but it's a fact that one of his baby mothers died. But the reports were saying China Santana. I seen it on multiple platforms. Credible too. So when I put the video up, I put all these different links in the description box so people can look it up for themselves. And that's when I realized they playing a game. Some people feel like he sacrificed his baby mother. Well, allegedly, if he did, it would make sense to mix the whole story up as it come out. Makes sense. And yesterday, I seen Moneybagg Yo chilling at the Memphis Grizzlies playoff game yesterday, sitting courtside front row seat, chilling. And he did not look like a man that was depressed that just lost the mother of his 3 children. So that's why I'm just going to say it's something weird going on. And I'm going to say this stuff is suspect. And I don't want nothing to do with it. The point of the matter is, it is a mother of 3 that is not here no more. We also know recently, Young Thug's baby mother, one of his baby mothers, she not here no more. But the point is, these children are losing their mothers at this day and age. This is becoming a trend. And it's sad, but this is trending. Remember the other day we heard about the baby father that shot his baby mother up. We hear these stories constantly. The point is, the children are left without both of the parents sometimes. Then they got to go in the system. But it's a trend, seem like women are dropping like flies right now. And these children are being left without mothers. And I wouldn't wish that on nobody. And God bless the child that had to survive and make it without their mother. Because some people might complain about their mother or feel like they had the best mother, but it's still a difference when you got a mother and a person grew up without a mother at all. And I say that to say this, guess what? When you grow up without a mother, you're going to have mental health issues when you get older, whether you like it or not, whether you even know it or not, because that is an effect on your brain that you might not never get through. Also, for the people that grew up, you might have grew up and your father died young and you was just always told about your father. You never got a chance to know your father. These are the people that grow up with trauma and it turns into mental health issues, especially if you don't know the womb you came out of. You don't know the mother you came out of. She wasn't there to nurture you. Some of these people never knew how it felt, for their mother to cook breakfast for them or walk them to school on their first day of school. Or, when they fell, their mother wasn't there to pick them up, put them to bed. These people grow up with massive trauma. So now we're seeing a trend of a lot of children growing up without their mother. And we can basically say that a lot of these children are going to be affected when they get older. So that's why I touched on that topic and why I'm touching on this topic right now. It all ties into Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month. That's all I'm saying. So when they say we got to do better, it's a little bit deeper than that. It's a little bit deeper than that. We need help. We need help so we can do better. So for everybody that's strong, it is your job to try to pull somebody else up that's weak. But if they don't want to be pulled up, it's nothing you could do. That's just how it works. So that's enough of that. I'm not trying to get too dark, but this is just the reality of what's popping off in the world. Also, I know y'all saw that tornado over the weekend. It looked like that tornado from the Wizard of Oz. And guess what? This tornado is in Kansas. It happened in Kansas. And we know the Wizard of Oz took place in Kansas. But they say this tornado is headed east. And they said that 8 million people are in threat of this tornado. I seen houses reduced to rubble. Cars on top of houses. Midwest. Tornado. Some people are going to say this is the work of God. Some people might say or feel like it's the work of the heart machine. Allegedly. But they saying that this wicked ass tornado is headed east. And no saying it's going to make it to the East Coast. We don't know, but it's headed east to more eastern states like Kentucky, things of that nature. We don't know how far it's going to come east, but it did lay the smack down on the Midwest. But they did say that 8 million people are in threat. So even the people in Kansas and the Midwest that lost their home over the weekend, we already know it's a crisis. Those people, if they didn't have the proper insurance, a lot of them are going to be homeless, and some of them might have lost everything. So that's what's going on. A tornado, they saying 8 million people are in threat, and this is going on today as we speak. So that's what's going on. And I think I touched on just about everything. Episode 163, Money Day. We back at it again. Good to see y'all. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully you had a good weekend. My weekend was good. It was very busy. Didn't go as planned. And pardon me, excuse me, to the people I was supposed to get back at and I didn't get a chance to get at you. It's because I didn't get a chance to finish what I was doing. Either way, we back to business. We're going to still connect those dots. We're going to still put everything together. And we're going to make it happen. Family will always be family. That's it. Things that are solid can never be broken. So like I told y'all the other day, in my opinion, real relationships, real friendships, real family is tested when y'all not around each other, when y'all separated. That's how you know. You got some people, they feel a certain way and they turn on you. Why they turn on you? Because they feel like you ain't around no more. How many times we see people move out the hood and then their own friends start hating on them? Some people become successful and their own family turn on them. But that was really the time to see who your family really was. If you made it successful and you got out the hood or you separated from your family, that's the time to see if your family really going to be happy for you. And some of your family members, they will be happy for you. They're going to say, man, I'm glad that boy made it. I thought he was going to be this or that and the third. I'm glad she made it. I thought she was going to be that and she made it. It's going to be that family member going to be happy you made it. But then it's going to be them family members and friends. They're going to hate on you because they're going to look at it like you ain't dealing with them no more. They're going to look at you like you cut them off. But sometimes that ain't got nothing to do with it. Sometimes, like we heard the stories many a time. What up, Pone? We heard the stories many a times where what? Some people had to literally be homeless to become successful. They had to sleep in cars. We heard the Tyler Perry story. We had people, a lot of people went to Los Angeles. They was homeless, slept outside to make it. But they had to do that. Some of them came from good homes, but they literally had to separate from their family, make themselves homeless so they could be great, so they could make it to another level. They had to put themselves through something. They had to do what they had to do to separate from people that they was around. It wasn't about them hating the people they was around. They just did what they feel to make them better. Why? I might got to go to Hollywood and sleep outside because my family ain't got no money to help me get in a hotel. They can't do nothing for me. So I got to make this journey on my own. And people forget that life is a journey. We all on a separate journey. Guess what happens? Sometimes we all cross paths. For those that heard about what I was talking about, podcast ear hustling, when I was talking about relationships, they have to be parallel. Meaning we on separate paths, but we both going straight. Basically, you know what that means? I'm in one lane, you in the other lane. When you on a highway, is it not more than one lane? Those are parallel. That's what being parallel is. I'm in this lane, you in this lane, we going to the same place. We getting off on the same damn exit. It's just that I'm in my lane, you in yours. And I never seen nobody in the world that could drive two cars at one time. One person cannot drive two cars at one time. It's impossible. The same way you understand, if you're a person, you can shoot two guns at once, but you can't shoot two guns accurately like you think you can. My point is everybody has their own lane, their own path. So if I'm in the left lane, I can't get mad at you because you're in the right lane or you in the far right lane. I can't get mad if you want to hit the turning lane and get off. because everybody got to go to their own destination at their own time. Also, you can't always hold somebody else's hand, because if we all climbing up the mountain, I'm going to see you at the top. And if you headed on the same path, guess what? We're going to be at the top together. That's why it's a saying called see you at the top. That's why I say top of the top. It ain't just top of the morning. Man, it's top of the game. It's top of the mountain. Now I see you when you get there. Because guess what? That's the top of the pyramid. You heard about top of the food chain. The top is the upper echelon. The top is the elite. We know about the bottom. We know about that. We come from the bottom. But the point is to make it to the top. Now I'm going to give you another jewel. When you go into the book, when you hear and read the stories, every time you heard of an individual communicating with God, where was he at? Holla at me, for those that know. Whenever they say what? God showed his face. God gave his message. Direction. Where was they at? Was they not at the top of the mountain? Don't play with me. It's always about getting to the top. When you hear the story about Babylon and the Tower of Babel, what was they trying to do? Was they not trying to build a building that can go to the top? They in their mind, they thought they was going to be higher than God. But that ain't the point. The point is they knew the science of in ancient days, a long time ago. It's about being at the top. The toper you get, the more higher you go, the closer you actually get to God. And it don't got nothing to do with just religion. It got to also do with godly thinking, positive thinking. You got a high self, you got a low self. That's why some people got what? Low self-esteem. They don't think highly of themselves. Therefore, they don't think highly of others. Therefore, they will never be at the top of the game. Never be on. If you're a rapper, you got low self-esteem, you'll never be at the top of the charts. So I'm going to break this down. What at the top mean? See you at the top. Can you understand that saying? Guess what? To get to the top, nobody can push you there. Nobody can pull you there. You got to get there on your own. Why you think people go hiking? Because they want to master how it feels to climb to the top. Man, it's all the science. I'm teaching science right now. Or some might say it's English. Whatever. The top is where you get the full vision of everything. When you're on top of your game, man, you can't be faded. You can't be stopped. Because you're on a level so high, man, the average person can't even get to you. You don't even get mad no more. You don't even get upset. Some people get to the top, they get so high in life, they don't even get hungry. They get full off life. Some people get to the top, man, they don't even want to get high no more because they high off life. We don't know how I feel to be at a mountain. You might crawl to the top of a mountain and get so high up and get so high, man, you might get what they say, you might get dizzy and pass out because you just high. You high off life. So everybody should be shooting for the top. What they say, you shoot for the stars, you shoot high. So even if you come up short, you still be on a certain level. But for those that want to stay on a low level, man, guess what? That's their business. Who cares? Let them do them. People want to entertain failure. Let them entertain failure. Each his own. So what? So that's why we got to stop losing energy fighting the wrong fights and worried about the wrong stuff. I'm not worried about no human being because I'm too busy trying to worry about myself. Because if I fall, who's going to pick me up? If I fail, who is going to make sure I'm winning? Is that a guarantee? No, it's not. It is not a guarantee. And if you depending on somebody to stop you from failing, then you're already delusional. because you got the wrong way of thinking. Now, it's people that will surprisingly pick you up and surprisingly help you. That's called a blessing. Everybody got to get to the top at their own pace, at their own time, through their own will. That's it. I told you, you got shooting stars and you got falling stars. That's it. Enough of that. I'm about to get out of here in a minute. All right. Episode 163, Money Day. May 2nd, to be exact, 2022. We making history. All right. So back to the above topic. Young Thug said God needs to set some rules. He said we need new rules. We need a new oath, bro. He said if you are dead broke, if you are a broke ass nigga, you should not be able to nut. I don't know if this man saying broke niggas should be put on birth control, because they have been trying to master the new male birth control. But he went into how he's saying, because if you bringing poor kids into this world, fuck nigga, you making niggas rob and steal because you running around with no type of career, no job, no nothing, having kids. Now your kids growing up and they got to rob and steal, looking at Thug in his game. Basically saying that now your kids grow up to plot on other people that are successful or that have more than them. That's what Young Thug said. So, like I said earlier, if you didn't catch the beginning, you take it back to the beginning. He's basically saying that if you know damn well you are broke and you don't plan on fixing yourself no time soon, don't be out here trying to have kids, not only ruin people's life, but bring kids into the world that you know for a fact you're not going to be there for. We all know about the dirty nigga that got a lot of kids and you never knew this nigga that had no money. But he was quick to tell you how many kids he got. Because now I'm going to say this, you know, some people come from a time where they was taught that at 18 they was going to die and we was going to die before 21. So some people actually thought that they were planting their seed all over and having different children so they could live on. And then it was a time when, you know, men was taught that you're not a man unless you have a child. You're not a real man until you have your first child. And a lot of men did run around just getting chicks pregnant off GP, just to have mad kids. So a nigga say, I got 10 kids, I got 12 kids, I got 5 kids. But the fact of the matter is, it's impossible to take care of that many kids without a career. Man, it's hard to take care of one kid without the proper finances. We already know that. 2 or 3 is hard. So what this man is saying, Young Thug, it's one thing when you're a teenager, you have a child, but it's a different thing when you're a grown-ass man and you know for a fact you ain't got no bread. You know for a fact you don't even know how to hustle. You don't got no career. You dropped out early. You dumb as bricks, and you out having multiple kids, mad kids. Every chick you meet, you just skeeting in them. That's who we talking about. And also, we got to also put some of the blame on some of the parents because they know these niggas be messed up, broke, don't got nothing. Nigga never showed you $1 and you still let him lay and nut in you. Therefore, some of y'all up on the blame too. I'm not to shame nobody, but this is a point that been plaguing the hood and we all know better. Some of us have, we know about this stuff. And the point is, it's one thing to have children, but it's another thing when you're having children because you unaware, or you having children because you have your own selfish gain. We know it's some people that had kids just to make their tax bracket bigger. We've been seeing that lately. Just to have the taxes come back. Or if I have more kids, that's going to be a bigger bag. We know people like that. We know some people like back in the day, I say back in the day, crackheads used to have mad kids because it made them get mad food stamps and a little bit more cash and a bigger crib. So crackheads was doing that back in the day. And it's sad to say some women have done that now. Have more kids to get more food stamps, more assistance, more help. And my point is this: there's nothing wrong with having a lot of kids, as long as you nurturing them, loving them right. But a lot of y'all did have kids by niggas because, oh, I like his hair. Or you thought that was going to keep that man, and you knew he ain't had nothing popping, and you still let him none of you. But guess what? This ain't to shame nobody, just that, well, we got to learn from my mistakes. We got to teach our kids better than we was taught. We all was taught wrong. We all did everything ass backwards. But guess what? Now we can fix it. Now we can fix it. That's it. That's the new world. What's the new world? The new world is fixing our life opposite of what we was taught and told by the elders that failed us. That's it. That's all we got to do. But I'm not going to go into that no more. It's a done deal. Young Thug said basically niggas who are dead broke should not be allowed to nut. They should be made sterile. That's what he's saying. He got 6 kids. Like I said earlier, maybe he's speaking out because he know what type of dude he was before he got successful, and he knew he was out here hurting people and violating because he was a broken child. And they also say that Young Thug has been helping. He has been helping people get out of Ukraine since it happened. You know, when the country got shut down, there was a lot of so-called Africans over there and people of different backgrounds. And they say that Young Thug, you know, was sending money, helping people get out of there and to safety. So that's why part of this topic had came up. I also spoke about the Tahiri and Joe Budden situation, right? Because they going back and forth. Tahiri popped out after Joe Budden made a statement because all of this started from the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez beef, all the shooting, whatever. Everybody has something to say. They've been choosing sides. Some people choosing Tory's side and saying Megan lying. Some people are taking Megan's side, saying Tory foul. Then you got some people clout chasing, and then you got some people like myself, in my opinion. I say it's all fake. That's my opinion, allegedly. But EVELYN LOZADA has popped out, the star from Basketball Wives, who was headbutted by Chad OCHOCINCO. EVELYN is known for being toxic on a TV show, but that just could be an act. She could be the sweetest woman in the world. But she also happened to have been with Antoine Walker, who was an NBA player for the NBA Celtics, and he blew $100 million plus, and just so happened EVELYN was his wife at the time. And when she broke up with him, after that, she started starring on Basketball Wives. And people say she's toxic and she's a troublemaker, but it's no excuse for Chad OCHOCINCO to headbutt her like this. Like he was in the WWF. He literally split her wig. And she recently brought these pictures out. They old, it's old, but over the Megan Thee Stallion, she made a way to put herself in the limelight. Look at Me show. It's the Look at Me show. Picture courtesy of TMZ themselves. It's the Look at Me show. Look at me, y'all. This might be another Me Too movement, because Tahiri also came out and said that Joe Budden broke her ribs when they had that domestic dispute. She said Joe Budden broke her ribs. Allegedly, he had to be hitting her super hard to break her ribs. But that's what she's saying. And Joe clapped back at Tahiri, and he said that she was toxic and she was abusive towards him. Joe also spoke on Tahiri when she was in this episode right here of Marriage Boot Camp, where she was throwing apples at Vato's face, and Vato snapped and put hands on her. He jacked her up, and he got kicked off the show for that because he was not trying to feel how she was disrespecting him. And this was recent, not too long ago. So does this show Tahiri has a pattern of being toxic? Was that not her role as well on Love and Hip Hop? Even though we know that it's still not right for Joe Budden to break her ribs, but this is what's being said. Or is Tahiri clout chasing because she just want to be back in the mix and get her name trending? And it's always showing you the game of exposure equal, aka the Look at Me show, where people are slandering everybody. But guess what? It's not going to get you nowhere, because EVELYN, even though you came out with your pictures now, happened a long time ago, it's not going to help your career. What y'all need to start doing, if you want to expose somebody or expose something, write a fucking book. At least it'll be a bestseller and you'll get paid. She was better off just writing a book. Tahiri, you should have just wrote a book, write a book on how Joe Budden abused you. That's a whole saga. But when y'all go online and y'all do all this, it's not going to get you nothing but a trending topic. And guess what? Trending topics fade out after a while. When Megan and Tory get finished with court, it's all going to fade away. If I ask you, tell me 4 trending topics from 2021, I bet you can't tell me. That's how the mind works. I also touched on this dirty ass bastard. He ain't getting no pass. This man, 29-year-old Marcus Davis, was charged Friday with criminal transmission of HIV and 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. Basically, he was creeping, sliding to a 15-year-old house and having unprotected sex with a 15-year-old boy, knowing he had a dirty dick. And he ruined this child's life. The teen is now 16 years old. This man is now facing criminal charges in Chicago for ruining the life of a 16-year-old, knowing that he was infected. And that's what makes these people dangerous, because they know they're infected, so they just want to make everybody else pay. And we got to go past that stereotype that we think because a person is sick, they always got to be looking a certain way. No, he looks normal. He looks healthy. But now he looked like a pound puppy because he knows it's over for him. And he's in Chicago jail and he ain't going to make it probably. But it's sad that the 15-year-old boy, because some of these men, they have infatuation with boys. They don't want a grown man, Damon. They like boys. And not only that, he wanted to get this little boy sick and die. So I'm done with this topic. I'm done with it all. I don't choose to speak on it, but it's major news. And when I see it, it's like, man. And I can see everything else, but nobody want to talk about what's real. Now, it's going to be comedy and all of that, but this stuff is getting sick. And it's happening day by day, week by week. And I'm going to tell you, niggas, stay away from me. I ain't trusting nobody. All right? I suggest you do the same. Mental Health Awareness Month. I spoke on it. A lot of people are sick and they walking around like they normal. And salute to the people that have got their help, got their treatment. They're on the right path. Salute to y'all. And shame on the rest of you that know goddamn well you ain't got all your marbles and you walking around like you normal. And not only that, you're messing with other people. You trying to purposely ruin people's life because you are fucked up in your head. We call them black clouds, like I said. We call them party poopers. We call her Sappy Sally because she always so sappy. Ain't never happy. And the bro brought up a good point the other day. Salute the Five God. He was speaking on something. He was speaking on one of the 48 laws of power. And it's a certain law. I'm not going to get too deep in it, But that's something that always rang in my head, where it says, stay away from unhappy and unlucky people, because wherever they go, the black cloud shall follow. I learned that a long time ago. That, I'm telling you, that right there keep you out of jail. That will keep you out of dying before your time. You stay away from unhappy people. I'm talking about the people that got it all. It don't matter. They never fucking happy. They always the bringer bad news. Yeah, I talk about bad news, but it's what's going on. But I also talk about positive news. And within all the news, it's a couple of jewels. You're going to leave with something. But it's some people, they love negative news. They love foul behavior. And they never lucky because nothing they do ever go right. Everything they touch turn to shit. Everything they do just crumbles. They can't do nothing right. Y'all know I call them certified fuck-ups. They got the paperwork. They got a degree in that shit. Their specialty is fucking up everything they touch. Stay away from unhappy, unlucky people. That comes out the great book of the 48 Laws of Power. I also did a story on how the 48 Laws of Power can get you killed. Well, it's certain laws in there, if you don't pay attention to, they can get you killed. There's certain laws in there, if you try to apply them to the wrong person, it can get you killed. But stay away from unhappy people and unlucky people. If you play lotto and you're always around this person that's a loser, you're never going to hit the lotto. Some of us have these people right in our household. Some of us have these people in our family. It's called cursed. I know some people don't believe in blessings and cursings. Some people don't believe in good luck and bad luck. But actually, they are the same thing. Some of us, some good always happen for us. Even when it seems like things are messed up, something good always gets to working for us. Some of us done walked up the street, found $20, $50, $100. Opportunities always coming our way. Ain't even looking for it. They just come right to you. Great things always happening. Man, some people just got good luck. Some people, it's opposite. Bad stuff, no matter what they do, mind their own business, something bad always happens to them. Something bad always coming their way. Nothing never working for them. Man, but guess what? It could be fixed. It's called change your fucking ways. Get yourself right. Get your mind right. And then maybe you'll have some good luck. All powerful 17, what up? L Blue, what's up? We back, man. We at it Monday, money day. I handle business today. You dig? I got more to take care. I ain't get to handle everything over the weekend, but I still had a good weekend. I just didn't get to chill like I thought I would. But salute to everybody for tapping in. Salute to everybody in the bushes, everybody that pulled up. Salute to the people that stayed tuned in the whole time. Whether you was in the bushes or not, it's all good. You dig? But the Fun No Fame Mafia is in the chat and they lit. That's how I go over here. All right? So, let me shout out my people. I'm out of here. L Blue. That's right. Everybody have a beautiful day. Good morning, Miss Danielle Walker. Hopefully you feeling nice and strong today. Hopefully you feeling good. Little twerker. All powerful 17. Carla McWilliams. Good morning, Miss Carla McWilliams. Happy to see you. Thanks for all your support. Primetime Grind, what up? Miss Jackie Holman. Good to see you this morning, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie always brings the positive vibes. She always brings a positive word of the day. She never strives to bring black clouds. Even Miss Jackie says something sweet, but she ain't saying nothing at all. And every now and then, she likes to throw the word in there. I'll say that. So I told you, when Miss Jackie around, 9 times out of 10, I'm on my best behavior. And I was good today, right, Miss Jackie? Barry Bird, what's up? Ben the Israelite. Yeah, that's right, man. I gotta step it up. I gotta step it up, man. I gotta step it up. We all gotta challenge ourselves. I know when I be lacking. I know when I be failing. I know when I be not doing what I'm supposed to do. So I check myself and I do what I gotta do. That's it. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. When you trying to get your shit in order, you have to do what's best for you. People have a problem with that. This rule applies to everybody because you have the own manual to your life. What works for me is not going to work for you. I can talk to you till I'm fucking blue in the face. It don't mean you listening. It don't mean you hear me. It don't mean you're going to be able to do what I'm telling you. So guess what? You take that same energy, you tell it to yourself and you do it. Knowledge unapplied becomes a zero. I'm telling you. I know when I'm lacking. I know when I ain't where I'm supposed to be at. I know when I ain't doing right. And I don't need nobody to tell me. I tell myself. So that's why I'm telling you over the weekend, I had to take time out to do what I had to do for me. And it ain't personal. Because it is some people I was supposed to holler at and get back to and chop it up with. But y'all know me. Y'all know how I do. Y'all my people. So y'all should already know. A lot of y'all in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the saying? Love is love. And a real bond is a spirit that cannot be broken. If it's broken, then that shit was never real. So salute to the chat. 163. Like I said, I'm trying to fly. A lot of y'all want to ride on skateboards. If you want to ride on a skateboard, I have nothing against that. You keep riding a skateboard. I'm trying to fly. So I'm learning how to fly planes. It ain't nothing personal. It's just what I'm doing for me. I want to fly. Ain't can't nobody teach me how to fly. I got to teach myself. All right? I'm talking about life lessons. That's it. So other than that, I ain't going to hold y'all too long. I touched on everything. Tommy D, what up? If you didn't catch the jewels, you rewind, did you go to the beginning? Also, you should, those that don't know, it wasn't really launched yet. I was just, like I said, working on some things. But I will be going hard on the podcast. The Ear Hustling Podcast, where you can pay attention and it ain't going to cost you nothing. And I'm going to be chopping up my game, talking about certain things. I will be having guests. I do want to hear different opinions, but I'm going to be talking about real things, and it's going to be separate content from YouTube. All right? Some of y'all heard the first episode and y'all liked it. That's what it was, a test run. I wanted to get opinions on certain things. So salute to all of those who did participate in it. But I got things going on. I'm just getting started. And guess what, man? Everybody can do the same thing. But guess what? When you ain't on your grind, you're going to stay lacking. And you can always try to mimic what you see, but it don't mean it's going to work. So if you about building, we're going to connect. If you about working, we going to work. Right now, man, I got to work, and I got to work. Because I ain't got time to play with my time, because idle mind is a devil's workshop. And I ain't entertaining no fucking ignorance. And I'm not entertaining most of this dumb shit. Because it's not even profitable. Now, if it was profitable, that's one thing. But this shit ain't even profitable. And like I said with me, everything ain't about $1. Because guess what? I told you. When you blessed and you got a lot of luck in your favor, man, you always going to win. Money always going to come your way. So I ain't got to live my life chasing money like a lot of these people always chasing money. The ones that's always chasing money, 9 times out of 10, they the ones always broke. They the ones still ain't never fucking happy. So all you do is chase dollars. Simple, man. It's magic. Other than that, I'm going to stay out the way. I'm going to stay tuned. And I'm going to tap in. The fun of fame Live episode 163. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all stay good. And just know that your boy got love for y'all. All right? And I don't have no love for those who ain't got love for me. And I don't hate nobody. And guess what? Life goes on. With that note, I'm out.